Hello everyone, this is Dwayne.
And Lori.
And this is Edge of Nowhere Farm. Okay, if you guys have been following us along, I don't even need to say that. If you guys are here, you guys know who we are. So if you guys don't already know this, I'm gonna link to a video here. We had mentioned that we've got some changes coming to the channel and that we were gonna you probably wouldn't see us much, really much at all, for a period of time. And we wanted to share with you why. So I mentioned that I had some health challenges and they were pretty significant. So real quick, quick recap. So back in last summer, September, October, I noticed I had a couple of hernias that had formed along a scar on my stomach. So went to the doctor, they decided to do a scan, so just do a ultrasound of the stomach just to see kind of how big they were. They weren't big, and make sure it weren't intestines, things like that. Well, while they were doing that scan, they actually found a mass on my kidney. So we did several tests and it looked like it was cancer, and decided to go in and do surgery. So they wound up doing a partial nephrectomy, which is they remove the tumor and part of your kidney, and on my left kidney. So that was successful, and they were able to get all of it, and it was cancer. It was renal cell carcinoma. So it was kind of shocking to have that happen, and it's actually my second round of cancer. So I had cancer 33 years ago as a 19-year-old. I had lymphoma. So to face it again, it's almost, I guess I almost felt like it was almost inevitable, but still shocking nonetheless. So on the mend now. It's been about almost 8 weeks since then, so fully healed for the most part from the surgery itself. I have another surgery coming up in July though, because I still have the hernias that were not fixed. So I get to get those fixed here in July.
So you're not completely out of the woods yet.
Well, right. So the way it works with really kind of any of these is you go back for scans. So they're going to have me on a 3-month recall. So I go back in June, and what they do is they do an ultrasound and a chest x-ray, because kidney cancer goes, usually if it spreads, it goes to your lungs first. So they're just going to make sure that there wasn't anything rolling around in there. And so I get a scan every 3 months. They do an ultrasound, and then the following 3 months I get a CT scan. So so they keep an eye on everything just to make sure nothing comes back. The good news is the prognosis with this particular, it was a stage T1B, so a stage 1B. So we caught it, fortunately very, very early by chance. And the survival rate on it is very high. It's like 90%. So prognosis is good, but still it's cancer, and the reality is it can kill you. So keeping a close eye on it here for the first couple of years. And I've been through all this before, so I know it's nerve-wracking. So for those of you guys who are praying for us, just please, when you think about it, would appreciate it and ask for those prayers. It means everything to us. So it really does. So what does that mean for the channel? So we have really decided that we want to pull back on a few things and focus on our personal lives and enjoying the farm, which we haven't done a lot of. YouTube takes a lot of effort for us, and so we are going to pull back from that here, not permanently, but you'll just see a lot less of us. And we've got a lot of content out there. I think we've got over 700 videos out there for you guys that cover just about everything you can imagine when it comes to doing something like this in a desert environment like we have here in Whitman, just outside of Phoenix, Arizona. So check those out. We've got those broken out into playlists to kind of narrow it down for you guys. So if you're looking for fruit trees, there's a playlist for that. If you're looking for chickens, there's a playlist for that. Pigs, there's a playlist for that. So, and then some of the specialty fruit, like we got a peach playlist that's just peaches, just berries. So check those out. And then we will start posting some stuff. What are some of the things that we'll still post for you guys to keep you updated on?
We were doing the live stream every Saturday, so we're going to try to do that right now, maybe the first Saturday of every month at 2 p.m. Arizona time. So to just be as we have things come up, so we won't necessarily commit to, a weekly video, but what we have going on here at the farm.
For the podcast, make sure you guys submit questions, right? So you can do that any way you want to. We try to do a real kind of in-depth Q&A there, so if you have questions for us, that's a great opportunity to ask them live. And then, of course, yeah, some updates, right? So we'll keep you guys updated. We know a lot of you guys are invested in the farm here, maybe not financially, but emotionally. But you want to see kind of what's going on. We'll make sure we give you guys updates. And yeah, as things come up that are maybe a little bit different, we'll still share those with you guys. You just won't see us quite as often because we're going to refocus the attention on, well, our lives. And one of the things that I mention each week when we were doing the podcast and still do is, time is a valuable thing and it is finite. It is the most precious resource that we have is time. And I was reminded of that all too vividly with a life-threatening illness, and I am not going to take that for granted. So, and we've come to realize that. So if you guys have any comments or questions, obviously leave those down below. But we wanted to give you guys just this quick update. We've had a lot of questions, and really, by the way, I want to thank you guys for the well wishes and the thoughts and the prayers. Those mean so much to both of us. And we know a lot of you were praying for us over the last several months, and I will tell you that was felt, and just can't say how much we love you guys. So again, any questions or comments, please leave those in the comment section down below. You guys know that. And share your stories if you guys have something similar. One of the things that is very encouraging to me is to hear those stories from folks of positive stories. I know there's some negative ones out there, a lot of them too, but if you guys have some experience, would love to hear your story and share that with us down in the comments. So just want to thank you for joining us today. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. We cover a lot of things here on this Sonoran Desert Farm and would love to see you on a regular basis. If you have any questions or comments, those go in the
comment section down below.
And our Amazon shop, I'll leave a link down in the description. That's a free, painless way to help support the channel. If you start with the link down below, it doesn't matter what you buy, you help to support us here. So just want to thank you for joining us today and remind you, if we can farm on the edge of nowhere,
so can you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
All right, up we go.
You're gonna have to help me.
Yep, I got you.
Leaning backwards.
I got you, old lady.
Thanks.
Sure.